So here we're told that there are 250 students and the percentage of girls was at least 44%. So we can do 44% of that. You can use a calculator here. That's 5 to 22, so that would be 110. And then 60% would be 150. So this is the least, that's the max. And then we're also told that that means that the boys, the max they could be is 250 minus that would be 140. And then the least would be 250 minus 150, which is 100. Now we'll start with just the girls here, and there's an overlap here if you look at this visually as a Venn diagram. So if this is swimming, that's running, 80% of the girls opted for swimming, while 60% opted for running. And each person either swims or runs. There's no one that does neither. So if this overlap is x, this is 80 minus x, that's 60 minus x. These have to add up to 100. So that's the double counting. I always label each region and then do it. Sure, you can apply the formula, but this is my personal preference. So that overlap is a 40%, meaning 40% of the girls are either swim and run. And the question is, what's the minimum maximum possible number of students who opted for both swimming and running? So if I look at, I compute the 40% of that 150, that would be the 60 girls. And you will have the boys, which would correspond to the 100 students. And I'll draw the Venn diagram for that as well. But the other extreme would be when we have 110 girls, and 40% of that would be 44. So let's do the same case with the boys, where we're told that 50% of the boys opted for swimming and 70% of the boys for running. So again, we do the same thing to figure out the overlap here. I'm using y here. So if you add this up, this would be 120 minus y, which needs to be equal to 100. Same approach as before. So that overlap is 20%. So that means 20% of 100 here would correspond to 20 boys. And then we have 20% of the max number of boys is 140, so that would be 28. So these two kind of go together. So that means 80 would be the max of both boys and girls together that are swimming and running. And then the least would be the sum of these two, which is 72 is the least. So our range is 80 and 72, which is answer choice B.